Hello again, everyone. The Horror Nerd Todd Staruch here at the Horror Sideshow Market here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, brought to you by New Jersey HorrorCon. And I am standing here with one of our artist vendors for the weekend, Dave Dick. Dave, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Good. How's the show going for you so far?
It started off slow. I get a little nervous, but then after like an hour, I've been steadily busy the entire time. Cannot complain. Everyone's really nice, and some people in cosplay, which is cool to see. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, fantastic. So I checked out a lot of your artwork here, and I love the vibe.
Thank you.
And the aesthetic. How long have you been doing this? Is art something you always wanted to do from an early age?
I've been an artist professionally maybe like 15 years now. I've been drawing my entire life, maybe since I was 2 or 3. I don't remember the exact time, but I've always loved art. I mean, I've always wanted to be an artist too, so I feel like I'm one of those limited amount of people who actually followed what they want to do in life. So it's been great.
Yeah, good for you. Mm-hmm. Obviously, your art has very dark undertones.
Correct.
Is there a reason? Is there something that drew you to that kind of dark aesthetic?
I just love horror movies, to be honest with you, and that's where I get most of my inspirations, watching horror movies, listening to horror podcasts, reading horror stories. And I feel like you do what you like, and that's what I like to do. This style, I've only been doing it for about 5 or 6 years. I started off doing more mainstream stuff, like more child-friendly things. Wasn't having a lot of fun doing it. Figured out it wasn't for me. So now I just started doing this and been having fun every day. Like they say, if you do what you love, you don't work. I don't consider it work because it's fun.
That's very cool. That's good for you, man. I wish that all of us could always say that. That would be great.
I feel for people who can't say that. I've been there, and I'm glad I am where I am now.
So whenever it comes to any kind of art, whether it's drawing, painting, music, I'm always very curious as to how inspiration strikes. How do you get, say, a new idea for a drawing or a painting? You sit bolt upright in the middle of the night?
Okay,
or how does that come to you?
It's great that you're pointing to this one here. I got inspiration from this one by watching a movie that came out called Come True, and it's about shadow people. The shadow people phenomenon? Mm-hmm. And I've always been interested in, I love shadow people phenomenon. Never had any experiences, thank God. Mm-hmm. But right after finishing the movie, I got the inspiration for this. And so I drew this guy. Actually, you can see the shadow people in there. So again, horror movies, big inspiration. Listen to horror podcasts, and then a lot of people will give me ideas too. Like, oh, Abe, have you ever tried drawing this? And I'm like, no, I haven't, but now I would love to. So I do, That is very, very cool. Mm-hmm. So, I'm an independent horror filmmaker, okay. And so a lot of people always talk like, oh, why do you like those kind of movies? So do your friends and family ever ask you about that? Like, dude, what's up with this? Not anymore. No. I've been liked horror movies my entire life, so I think they just stopped asking me. I'll get people who come to shows and ask me, like, do you have nightmares? And are you just deranged? They think I'm weird. I'm like, honestly, if you knew me in person, I'm probably the nicest person you might ever meet. And I have 2 kids at home, a wife. My wife doesn't like horror anywhere near as close to I do horror at all, really. So it's just I don't know what the inspiration is. It's just how I am.
What about your kids? Are they cool with it, or do they?
I have a 2-year-old daughter, and in my office, I have horror posters. One's Friday 13th, one's Nightmare on Elm Street, and one is from The Thing. And she knows all of them. Like, she'll go, when she goes to bed, she goes, "Good night, Jason. Good night, Freddy. Good night, Michael." She says good night to all my horror stuff. So she's going to be a horror fan, whether she knows it or not.
That is
again,
awesome.
She's only 2 and she knows all these characters already.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. So tell the people here, the fans, how they can find out more about your work, where they can follow you online and perhaps purchase something that they like.
The best place to purchase online is Etsy. Just search for Dave Dick Illustration. But please follow me on Instagram. It's at Dave_Dick_. And then you can see everything I do. I update 2 or 3 times a week with different kinds of art on there for you.
Folks, you should definitely check out Dave Dick. You can see behind me some of the awesome artwork that he has here. I'm looking around at the rest of the display here, and there's a lot of great creepy stuff. So you definitely want to check this guy out. Dave, it was awesome spending a few minutes with you.
Thanks again for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. Dave Dick Illustration, everybody, here at the Horror Sideshow Market in Allentown, brought to you by New Jersey HorrorCon. I'm the horror nerd Todd Staruch, and we will see all of you in the next interview.